Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with this setup, this poor man setup. Just using my car as a prop. So I'm just gonna go ahead quickly, just say just what happened. So I just had an interview, and I was very confident about this appointment setting position. But of course, it just came down to experience. Totally fair. There's plenty of people out there with it, and for me, confidence can only go a long way. So basically, this 30-minute interview was cut short to something about 15 minutes or so, and we ended it there. I didn't tell him my situation, of course. No, nor should you ever. This is about, if you were to ever work for someone, you let them know what you can do for them. You never let them know what's going on with you, your situation, because nobody cares about that, which is totally fine. Yeah. I'm gonna just have to go back to this copywriting thing, because I would have jumped ships if this would have worked out, but maybe it just wasn't meant to be, as with all things. So yeah, man. As of right now, today's July 4th. It's my birthday. I'm 28 now. Just 2 more years till I'm 30. Although I consider myself old, I'm still a young buck. I think the age is relative. And I just can't treat myself as if I was old. It's not a good mentality to have. It's having a scarcity mindset. There's not enough of it. There's always to be enough of it if you have, like, if you know how to think properly. But yeah, man. All I know is, like, just a bit of a rundown. I usually do this on Saturdays and Sundays. But I'm just gonna quickly recap just what have happened. So I guess the first thing is, I've been scammed for $300 online. I thought this business opportunity would have been it for me. But guys, everyone out there listening, if it sounds like it's too good to be true, more than likely it is. So be careful with the investments you make. I've lost so much money at this point. Just trying to find things that work. It just makes me think. There's people who just try one thing and make it work. It's definitely a skill issue. It comes down to skill. There's people who just make things work, and there's people like me who are just a bit complicated and also stubborn, and fall short. So maybe that's why I've never really been able to handle finances properly, and that's how I ended up in this position. And everyone, I just want to thank you who've been watching my videos. I've noticed that for the past 6 months, I haven't really been getting views or subscribers, but I just got a few, and not gonna lie, I shouldn't be emotional, because I just did this for me. I guess you could say I'm not really vlogging technically, because I think vlogging is like you're actually doing things with your life and going out and about. I'm just going over what I've been doing or whatever. But regardless, just thank you everyone who's been watching and listening. Like, that actually means something, because I've said it before, no one's watching, but now that I'm saying it, there's people who actually are. You guys mean a lot to me, and I've seen a few comments already, so thank you. Just leave the pity out. I don't deserve pity. It just makes me feel weak. But just, you can uplift me if you want. That's okay. Just, I don't need pity. I did this to myself. I stepped out of this. I've already said it in my previous videos. I went to a mediocre job. I was paying for an apartment that I barely lived at in a bad neighborhood. Yeah, I just wanted to give up all of that, and that's how I ended up in this homeless position. Yeah, and I've been doing this for at least 6 months now. 5 months in my car. 5 months in my car, and it got repoed a month ago. And yeah, I'm about a month in doing this homeless thing, like actually on the streets, carrying this cart around. Whoever gave me this cart, man, thank you so much. Even though it's obnoxious on the sidewalks, I do my best to move around people, not be in their way, and just carry my stuff around. Maybe I will get a storage unit because I can't only be doing this so much. Yeah. Another thing that's happened, I don't know, some weird dude was following me on the streets. Like, you know how unthreatening someone is when they're on a lift scooter just following you? I'm like, it's like the most pansiest thing you could ever do just doing something. It's almost comical. It was like for about 10 minutes, he kept following me. I told him, like, you can pass me if you want, you're faster, you have a scooter. He didn't say anything. No words came from that man. And I turned at a parking lot just to let him go, and he followed me. And I'm like, okay, this guy wants something. I don't know what it is, but I know if he comes within arm's length, I don't want to hurt him, but I definitely would. So if anything, I just gave him the death stare and put all my things down and just kept staring at him. And eventually he left with his funny scooter. Yeah, that was very interesting. That's never happened to me before. So I learned a bit of something about myself. So I'm not one to step down. If you want to do something, go ahead. It's not gonna be pretty for both of us. So yeah, just thankfully nothing happened. Yeah. And I mean, what else do I have going on? I guess yesterday I was at this Wendy's. That's what I've been going to like every night for a few hours. And yeah, let's just say, like, they're TikTokers. They're doing like these weird Family Guy sketches. They wanted me to do one. I'm like, nah, that's not really my cup of tea. Not my how do I say this? It's not my area of pursuit. And yeah, they were saying it was mostly dark humor stuff. It was a bit weird. They wanted me to do a video with them, and I'm like, yeah, guys, thank you. I may look like your friend, but I'm not about that. So yeah, that was very interesting. And then right after that is when I noticed my YouTube channel. I got a few subscribers, but that means the world to me. Those few is like, wow, I've been doing it for 6 months and I'm not expecting anything out of this. But here I am, just giving you a bit of just like a small life story of what's been going on this past week or so. But yeah, so I usually at the end, like from here on out, I do have people listening to me now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. How am I gonna treat this channel going forward? Maybe it'll be a bit general. I don't want to be very specific. Because I do. How do I say this? I do hop from one endeavor to another, so it'll probably be just so. It would be I would be going down a spiral with this channel. So if anything, it's just gonna be about me, my life. Why did I choose Chris Nova? The channel name, Chris is because it's short for Christian. There's no H in my name, and Nova, it's where I'm from. That's my home state, Northern Virginia. That's an acronym, Nova, Northern Virginia. So that's why I chose it. So that'll be my channel name from going on. I kind of like it. And just what is this channel about? I just want to see how far I go with this. I do have a sister with an apartment that wants me to go back. She's got an extra room for me, or not an apartment. She has a townhome now. God bless her and her friend. But I'm stubborn, like I said. I want to do this myself and then head back to my family over there and just let them know what I've done. Because I've done this before. I've been homeless before. I've gotten a job, and what has that done for me? It's only led me back to this position. And if I were to do the same thing, go back there. When I was in Virginia, I got too complacent, too comfortable with my parents. I was working for like 8 months or so, and then I picked up Amazon FBA. I stopped both of them. I stopped the job. I stopped there because I had a family that was taking care of me. I had no care in the world, and I don't want that ever again. What's crazy was I was the most suicidal then, in that moment, when I was living with my parents with nothing, no friends. I had no job, nothing going for me. That's when I was suicidal. I didn't want to go down that path. It's dark. But now that I did move out, I did the homeless thing, got a job. I was doing something for myself. That's when you start learning more about yourself, and especially in this position now. What's crazy is that I'm happier now than I was then. Yeah, and like I said before, also I'm complicated, so I don't know why I'm like this. I'm happier now as I'm homeless than I was with my parents. Maybe it's because it was a very toxic environment. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I have for now. Just want to say thank you guys. If I'm gonna go ahead and say this now, I've wanted to be a millionaire ever since I moved to Florida when I was 20 years old. And I'm 8 years in, nothing to show for. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit more, how would I say this, realistic. Let's shoot for 100K. If I could make 100K online within the next 2 years, that's 50,000 a year for this one, and then the next year, then I'd be absolutely thrilled. I'm gonna start documenting my journey. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of my bank account because I did get scammed technically. I'm down $300 and I'm only down to my last 10 online, and I think I have due $10 from this lady that gave me from at the the car repossession shop. I gave her a casket and she gave me pity money. I'm like, thank you, I didn't want it, but she insisted. I couldn't say no. So yeah. So yeah, that is the goal. 100K online, 50K 1 year, 50K the next. See how that goes. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep posting. Maybe I'll post more consistently for you guys now that I actually have people that are subscribed and watching. So thank you, love you guys. Make sure you guys like. If you want that bell button, I'm not asking you to, but just subscribe, leave a like, and thank you guys. Happy 4th, and have a blessed day.